What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video I want to talk about the mind games Narc mothers play during the holidays. Now the Narc mother probably have been giving you the silent treatment probably for a couple of months now. Then all of a sudden they start to send you random text messages. You have to pay attention to the time that this starts to happen. Normally starts to happen around October, probably late October, mid-November. These are holiday hoovers. And the reason why they do this is it's just another way to check back in and see if they can get back in good with you if it's not too late. A lot of times if it's not too late, they know that you're going to bite the bait, and that gives them an open invitation, you know, to start communication all over again. Even though they're the ones who are giving you the silent treatment. So now that they know that you're not, against communicating again, you don't hold grudges or anything, or they assume that things could go back to the way it was, now they're going to start reaching out to you more and more. Now, where the mind games come in at is they'll wait good until it's, like probably the day before the day of Christmas. And what happens is, they will invite you over. They'll invite you over, but at the same time, they'll bring up old stuff because, they have to let you know that this is not me apologizing to you. I'm letting you know that I think the reason why I did what I did to you is because, you did something to make me angry. But here's an invitation to come to Christmas dinner and, and stuff like that. And it's like they're expecting you to apologize because of how things ended, which means they haven't let go of the fact that, you weren't at fault to begin with. They're looking for that apology and they're waiting on that apology. If you don't give them that apology, then guess what's going to happen? They're going to wait till the day of the Christmas dinner when you show up to the table. Of course, they're going to make the holiday all about them. They want all the celebrations to revolve around them. And they're going to probably have a little bit too much to drink. And that's when you're going to start to see that narc come out again. And you'll notice that person just, they'll never change. You're going to start to see that same thing happening again ever since you were a child. They've been that way. Nothing is going to change with the narc mother. No matter how much time passed during the silent treatment, when they invite you over, notice how they set it up. They set it up to where they want you to think that they are making peace with the situation, and it'll go clean over your head if you don't really think about what they're saying when they reach out to you. They never apologize. If anything, they're bringing up what happened as a way to get you to understand that they had a valid excuse to act that way because of something that you did. And they bring up stuff like, well, when we fell out way back in August for whatever reason, I was just so hurt about that. And, I just would never thought that it would come to that between me and you. But anyway, they'll say things like, but time passed and I just had time to think about it, and I just felt like I needed to let you know that. And it's like, no, time passed and this is just another holiday hoover. That's all it is. Like, people who get it, they get it. You'll know. And so again, when at the day of the Christmas dinner come, when you show up to the table, you'll notice that they're going to do everything they can to pick you, to kind of bully you, to force you into confessing that the reason why y'all haven't been talking, because trust me, the family know. Family gossips. And so the family already talked about it, and they know why you haven't been around based off with the narcissist, false narrative that they put out there. They may not have heard from you. Even if they have, the narcissist put it out there first before you can say anything to clear themselves. So now it's like you're on trial at the Christmas dinner table, you know, pleading your innocence. And it's like, how did we get here when the conversation was so different over the phone? It was all a setup. It's all the mind games that they play to get you where they want you at, just to kind of force you into apologizing for not accepting their behavior, for not running behind them doing the silent treatment. They look at you being there as like, you look at that as, well, they look at it like, well, you got the nerve to be sitting here, but y'all know they'll even call you out and embarrass you around everybody. Y'all know they never apologized to me for what happened, and people will be blinded by it because, again, narc's gonna act one way with you and different in public. So of course they're gonna act different around the dinner table, and they're gonna have people saying things like, "Well, I'm glad that y'all talking and made up. That's what family's all about, and thank God for holiday time, where we can bring people back together again." Because sometimes we just fall off and go our separate ways, and it shouldn't be like that. People will preach and say things for the just for the sake of the kumbaya moment. But the narcissist is like, that's up their alley, but at the same time, that's not enough. They need a little bit more from you. They're not going to accept this speech from somebody and just let things smooth over and, it just go back to normal, what it was. They need you to speak out about how you felt while y'all weren't talking. They need you to say, why did things turn left during that moment? Because what they're going to get you to confess to is being at fault for it. So yes, those are the mind games that they play during the holidays. Don't be tricked into it. If I was you, I wouldn't even accept the invitation to the family gathering for nothing. Whether it be Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthday celebrations, people's graduations. If it's not something you could go to where the narcissist may not be hosting, they may not be there. It's a possibility that they'll show up, but if they do, you can leave. So plan your exit move as soon as you find out that they might be in attendance. If you really, really feel the need to be there to show support to that loved one, do it. But you gotta have an exit plan when it comes to being in the same environment with the Narc doing any type of celebrations or any gathering, because they're gonna use that as a moment to put you in the spotlight and call you out for something they have no right to call you out on. It's like they want you to feel guilty for them shutting you out, for them giving you the silent treatment, because in their mind you deserve it. It's a punishment, and it's payback time. And it's like they want to put you on trial you didn't even know you were on, to get you to confess to guilt. And the narcissist, it's like they can't take a L. They don't know how to just let bygones be bygones. They don't know how to just move on peacefully and just let things go. Everybody don't move on from things peacefully, but they do move on without trying to get revenge all the time, or they need an explanation to something. Normal people, they really do try to just move on, but not narcissists. You can't expect nothing different from them. You know, they're gonna put you out on front and make you just, you know, they want to see you sweat. They want to make you uncomfortable. They want you to pretty much beg for understanding why you stayed away, even though they're the cause of it. So don't be tricked into these mind games that narc mothers play during holiday time. Best thing to do is just stay away from any invitation that that's going to be a holiday gathering, just stay away from decline the invitation. Don't go. Stay home and be at peace with yourself. Even if you got to be by yourself, occupy your time. Watch movies. Pop you some popcorn. If you cooked a little Christmas dinner, and if you decide to do that, have some people over. Have a few people over, even if it's 2, 3, 4 people. Even if you just enjoy your own company to yourself, make the best of that, because no amount of loneliness will ever, that'll always be better than being in a company of a narcissist. It's just not worth it. you know Seeing family, it's like, you're in between a rock and a hard place. Like, it's a tough decision to make. Like, I haven't seen family. They've traveled a long way to come down here. They want to see me, but she's invited everybody over there. I want to see them, and I don't want to ask too much of them to do a little extra traveling just to come see me, because I don't want to go over there. It's like it puts you in a difficult, state of mind, to where when it comes to decisions like that, you don't want to seem like the asshole being difficult, and you also don't want to look like what the narc has already put out there to everybody. But sometimes you just gotta let people think what they want to think. Or you can reach out to them before they decide to come down and meet all at your mother's house, and let them know why you probably won't be there. Without getting into too much details, if they don't ask you, I wouldn't put it out there. I would just say, I'm just deciding to stay home, because it's more peaceful. But you guys are welcome to stop by. I don't want to ask too much of you to do that, because that's just more travel, and I know you want to get down here and get settled and get some rest. I understand that. Or if they have a room, maybe you could go meet them at the room or at another family member's house. Just let them know you're all for seeing them, but not at the mama's house or the daddy's house or wherever the mama's going to be hosting. You don't want to be wherever the narc is. That's the bottom line. The goal is to maintain peace during this holiday season. It's hard enough trying to do it during a regular year when nothing's going on but work and home, and you got to deal with the narc. But during the holiday time, that's when they plan the most to do a whole lot to disturb your peace. So, again, I'm fall for the narc mothers' mind games during the holidays. If they invite you over to their house, decline. Decline, decline, decline. Don't go. And let them know I'm just deciding to stay home because I just want to. You don't have to, sugarcoat nothing or make them feel okay with knowing that you're deciding to stay home. A lot of people do that because they're still afraid of what the narc parent is going to say. But once you get out of that mindset of being afraid, because just being afraid of them is being under control still. And it's not about, well, I just, I say things just to keep it peaceful. You don't owe them peace. You owe yourself peace. So tell it like it is and mean it. Whatever the answer is you give to the narc, just make sure that's what you truly feel in your heart, and that's why you sticking to it. And if they got a problem with that, they get rowdy, get the cursing and talking loud and crazy. Hang that phone up in their face and block them. Show them that you don't have to deal with that. And I mean that. I stand on that. I've done it, and don't feel bad about it. Don't lose no sleep about it. Even if it's your own mother, you have to do that. The Bible says, honor thy mother and father. It doesn't say honor them no matter how bad they treat you. You have to get away from that. You honor them when they're worthy of it. That's how I look at it. I'm not going to keep honoring you and you keep spitting in my face. I'm not going to do that. Because you don't deserve any honor if you're not right for it. No. I don't give a damn who you is. Mother, father, I don't care. So you gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta be bold. You got to do what's right and stop thinking about, no, because that goes against what people are going to think of me. Forget what people think. Those people are not you. They don't feel what you feel. They haven't been through what you've been through with these parents. And the way that they are is the way they're going to be for the rest of their life. They've always been that way. That's all you know. If you're thinking that when you go to the Christmas dinner this time it's going to be different, it's not. You're only fooling yourself, and you're fooling yourself. Nothing's going to change. So don't show up. Stay home and be at peace. Get you some wine or something. Do something to just chill. And knowing that you ain't over there dealing with that and hearing her mouth. Love them from a distance. Like they say, treat them with a long handled spoon. But don't socialize with them in person. Don't give too much of your time to them because they don't deserve it. Be at peace with yourself and stay in control of that peace. Don't give them not even just a moment of your time to take that away from you. So that in this video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.